So, whew, long day. I just got back from a little market down the street and I'm about to do my flower routine, which is like a self-love thing, but it's kind of evolved. Well, has it evolved? I don't know. Anyway, I try to do this for myself as often as my flowers die, and then, but I don't always do it, so just being transparent. But basically, I just buy myself flowers and I arrange them, and then I give them fresh water every day. And I don't usually use bottled water. I'm just using it because there's these bottles of water that someone didn't finish right here, so I might as well use them. That's enough. And so I have some flowers that are left over from my last bouquet that I feel like still have some like life in them. And then I have some new flowers that I just bought. And I don't know how much of this is gonna actually fit into my vase. It's kind of a small vase. And I'm going to see how it goes. Let's see. Let me start with these because they're kind of like the main attraction. And I don't know how much I'm gonna talk. Well, I guess I'll talk the whole time, so y'all don't get bored. People end up seeing this. I need to stop saying that because I'm gonna make people not watch it, saying if whoever needs to see this video will. So I started doing this about 2.5 years ago, and I picked it up. I went to New Orleans, and a tarot reader told me to do this for myself. She basically was like, yeah, you have really bad luck with love and relationships, and she gave me this homework to do as an act, a practice, a ritual of self-love, to buy myself flowers and to maintain them, to rearrange them every day, and to change the water every day. And when she told me this, I'm looking at her like, I'm busy, like I'm hardly in the house, I'm always on the go. You're expecting me to do that, and how does that translate into self-love? And she just, offered it to me, told me to try it, so I did. And at first I was really bad at maintaining my flowers. I would buy them, leave the house, be in and out, forget about them. My flowers be wilting and dying really quickly. And then I would get better at it, and it would fluctuate. There would be times I'd be really on top of it, and there would be times that not so much. But what I did notice was a pattern, that the more I maintained the flowers, the better I also was feeling. And I think it has to do with the fact that doing this is an opportunity to slow down and be with yourself, and to pay attention to what you find, or what I find beautiful and attractive and lovely, and then I'm buying myself flowers, like I'm actually doing that. And then it also ties into like abundance. Someone's calling me. I hope it's not messing up my video, but we'll see. Because I'm gonna call her back, because there will be times where I'm like, I can't afford to buy myself flowers every week, like, or every however many days, because they don't always even last a week. And the other part of it was to throw away any flowers that became like wilty and dead throughout that time. So don't hold on to things that are past their expiration date. The whole practice is just so beautiful and symbolic and really supportive. And so like, it showed me that my money never runs out. My ability to manifest these beautiful things, it smells so good, into my life never runs out. Because really, I never didn't have flowers because I couldn't afford them. Even though I told myself that I couldn't afford the flowers because my income hasn't always been stable, especially at the time that I picked up this practice. Yeah. And but money actually never was the issue. It would be that I just wouldn't make the time for it, that I forget. I really, priority. That's it. That'll be the only obstacle to me in my flower practice. And I'm so tired that I don't get up and do it. But if I'm so tired that I can't take, really most days it's about 60 seconds to pour out the water, rinse out the container, rearrange the flowers in a way that feels beautiful to me. If I don't have 60 seconds, 2 minutes tops, that means I'm doing something wrong. That means I'm not honoring myself in other ways, right? So I hope that, you know, you can take this practice into your life. Look at this one. I got this one. Look at this flower. I don't know how I'm gonna do this one. Oh my gosh, this is a challenge. Okay. And, you know, remind yourself that you have time for you, that you love yourself, that you have the ability to manifest beautiful experiences into your life, no matter where you are in life. Like the place I went to get these flowers, I spent about $20 on all of these flowers. And they had bouquets for, I think the lowest I saw was like a single flower for $3, and nobody says it has to be a whole freaking bouquet of flowers. And the actual like bundles were like $6. So, you know, you can go to Walmart and get an organized bouquet for $10. You know, you can go outside and like find flowers growing all over the place and just cut yourself some and put some in a little cup next to your nightstand for free. Like, we come up with all of these reasons why we can't take care of ourselves and reasons why we can't have what we want in life. And oh my gosh, this smells so good. I don't know what this, it smells like pine, but no, eucalyptus. Maybe, I wonder if this is related to eucalyptus. It smells so nice. Oh, so I'm just gonna keep talking as long as I'm arranging this. We're here. Look at how pretty this is coming out so far. Look at that. Oh, I love it. I kind of like the like whole wildflower look, how they're just kind of like all over in like height and everything. I'm gonna cut this one down a little more. I kind of like that, like that they're not all perfectly rounded and stuff. My baby's breath. Okay. Yeah, I definitely have so many flowers. I don't know what, but these seem like they would be lovely even if they're just like dry somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. And then I'm also gonna I have a little cup on the table, or a little jar on the table that I made into a small bouquet for the living room, and I'll just try to put some in. There's only really a couple rooms in this house I can put stuff in, but figure it out. I don't want to waste the flowers. Well, you know what? I don't know. I was gonna say, I recently came across a new concept for the idea of waste, and it's kind of like if you got the value out of something, you didn't waste it. So, and the reason this came up for me was I was out and my person was wanting some ice cream, and but he was like, oh, you know, I'm only gonna want a bite of it. Oh, I don't know if I like that. I'm only gonna want a bite of it, So I don't want to waste it because, you know, the ice cream that you wanted was like, as far as ice cream goes, on the expensive side or whatever. And I was just like, well, you know, if you get the ice cream and you eat as much of it as you enjoyed and then you throw the rest away, it's not really wasting because you got what you wanted out of it. And then I ended up hearing someone else that I follow on YouTube, like the next day, talking about waste. And then she defined it very similarly, where she was like, anything that you consume beyond the point of enjoyment is waste. And then she had another way of saying it too. But like, you know, like if I get these flowers and I find that like, oh, my bouquet is just perfect right here. I feel like that. I don't know if I'm quite there yet, but if I get there, where I'm like, oh yes, it's perfect. And then I try to like stuff every flower in there because I don't want to waste the flowers. I'm wasting at that point because now there's no joy in it. There's no flow in it. There's no love in it. There's no excitement, right? If I'm eating a meal and I get satisfied with that meal, I get to the point where I'm like, yeah, I feel good. The last bite that I just had was really delicious. Even if there's still half of the food on my plate, eating that food is more wasteful than throwing it away because now I am pushing myself past the point of enjoyment. So yeah. So I guess I don't have to worry too much about consuming all of these flowers. You see how like arranging flowers can give you so much perspective on life and offer so many little reminders? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. You know? Oh, it smells so good. Let me see. I think this might be a little longer than oh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Okay. I think this is, honestly, I feel like that one is a little bit overkill because, and that was me trying not to waste these flowers because I'm like, okay, well, they're still beautiful. They still can be preserved. Well, why should I throw them away? And I brought my vase past the point of beauty because I tried to force something that wasn't meant for it to fit. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? I think I would like something here in the middle, but yeah, gosh. Let's see if I have any more of those long stems. Yeah, there we go. This is so fun. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that lovely? Okay. Now I think I'm gonna refresh the little vase that I have on the kitchen table, and then after that, you see I'm like scanning for ways to like use these flowers. I have to get used to overflow. I have to get used to having so much abundance that I don't know what to do with it. Because that's what this moment is. It's like, I got savings, I got income, and I got like overflow, abundance, like just more than I know what to do with. I have enough containers for only so much abundance. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the metaphors coming through. Like, if I have bigger containers or more containers to hold it, I could hold it all. that really meant a lot to me right now, because yeah, I'm at a point. I don't feel the need to explain. I think if it means something to you, it'll mean something to you. It meant something to me, and when I look back on this video later, I'm sure I'll still understand. All right, good night. I hope that this practice continues to pay off. Bye.